Scorpio Coco. Let's see. Your extended reading will be available on YouTube members or Patreon. Link is in the description box below. More. Wow. Scorpio, you're coming out as the Emperor. Right, Aries energy was giving, trying to teach and give yourself any and everything that was deprived from you. Interestingly enough, I was getting Virgo and Scorpio energy and Aries reading, and then I also titled it, What Wasn't Understood or Clear to You Before Now Is. And because you have that clarity, you're now able to kind of take control of the situation or kind of stand in your power is really the vibe I'm getting. Now, Libra energy was giving dodging STDs. You don't need numbers to prove your strength. Okay, and there's that. We have the Three of Wands reversed, so it just kind of feels like energy where you're dictating who basically can sit with you here, and it looks like not many people with this Three of Wands reversed. The door is closed. The opportunity is not presenting itself thanks to you here. And I just noticed that the Emperor is sitting on top of a sword. Literally, there's a sword right there, and here's that clarity that you have, and that's why you're putting up these I feel like Seven of Wands energy, these blockages. Even though we don't see the Seven of Wands here, what other reason would there be as to why someone can't pass through? So the Emperor, you know, it stands as a symbol here as well. So it's just like your energy stands as a symbol that you're not about to, can't touch this. It's giving you can't F with me vibes, like just the way you look. But we know this already with Scorpio energy, all right? We know this already. But maybe some of you forgot, maybe others have forgotten. It's like you have to reintroduce yourself kind of vibes with the Emperor here. You got to reintroduce yourself, okay? It's giving my way or no way energy. You have clarity, you're standing on it literally, okay? And nobody can tell you otherwise, nor can they manipulate your emotions, which is interesting because the Three of Wands is leading into water. And then we have the Queen of Cups, but this is reversed here. Queen of Cups to me is Cancerian energy, and Cancer was giving pay attention to the new moon that's coming up in Capricorn on the 29th. Which is interesting because nobody watched that reading. It was like, but nobody ever watches Cancerian energy. But anyway, Cancer's reading had like 400 views, if that, barely. Okay, so it's just interesting. It's just interesting. That may be why the views are low, because energetically, you know, people are not in that Cancerian energy. The fact that we have a new moon coming up in Capricorn, for those who follow tropical astrology, I believe it'll be in Aquarius. You know, this is talking about, if it's in Capricorn, you know, your intentions. New moons are about intention. So your intention is to be more transactional, I suppose, more practical. And it's not to say that you are not that way as is, you know, now, Scorpio. But it's almost kind of like you're adding more emphasis to it or adding more into it. If this is an Aquarius, and this is just talking about being emotionally uninvested, or, yeah, just not being invested emotionally here. You're right, you know, the Emperor can't be emotional. You know, there's just too much at stake here. There's too many decisions that need to be made, and emotions have no place there. So this is ultimately what's going on here. I know you're an emotional sign. You usually hide your emotions, you know, to the point where people think you don't have them. But I don't know, there's something about this Queen of Cups here makes me feel like you may have been emotional or making decisions from an emotional place. We have the Nine of Wands reversed, so you're certainly not hurt, wounded, or this also kind of feels like you're not fighting any battles that aren't worth it. You're also co-ruled by Mars. And Mars right now is retrograded in Cancer. No, excuse me, Gemini. And Gemini had, you've changed your mindset. Be prepared to be challenged or guilt tripped. And that's where the Cancerian energy kicks in, the emotions of it all, right? This Cancerian energy is a little bit more sensitive than, a hell of a lot more sensitive than you, Scorpio. So people are definitely mad at this time. They're going to be using their words to try to fight, combat whatever it is that you have to say, or whatever it is that you're standing on, or whatever truth that you're standing on, or what it is that you believe. People are going to try to combat that in order to kind of break some type of dam to your emotions. Like, people are trying to break you. It's basically what I'm getting, because if this is in the reverse, the Emperor's in the reverse, then all of these have to be upright. And if these are upright, it's letting me know that you're you're being extremely receptive to people's emotions, and what they're bringing to you is Nine of Wands. Like, their intentions is to hurt you or wound you in some way. And that's what I'm getting here. Like, you're not allowing that at all. You're standing on, like, you're protecting yourself here. And it's weird because you're not normally one to not protect yourself. So why is this coming out like this? Maybe, like I said, the guilt tripping and the challenging is kind of requiring you to, you know, tap into stronger energy, I guess. Okay. Yeah, we have the Fool card, more Aries energy. So yeah, before it was, you were being a fool, but the Fool always matures into the, not always, but that's the goal. That's the purpose. Like, we should be growing as people. The Fool, you know, is a fool, right? Literally learning, okay, through trial and error. And I feel like you've already been there and done that through trial and error. And so now you're coming out as an Emperor because you've mastered this. You've mastered your emotions, at least to the point where people can't manipulate them. They don't even have access to them here. And that's what's coming out. We have the King of Swords coming out reverse, which is giving Aquarius, but there's also Saturn here as well. This is indicating like I guess like a lack of intelligence, I would suppose, a lack of discipline, mental discipline on top of that. And Scorpio, you do rule the psychological, which is about the mind, okay? So it also feels like, you know, you have mastered your own mind or your psyche, and so therefore no one can manipulate yours. They don't even know theirs, right? That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. It's like people trying to project what's going on in their psyche or their, you know, their psychological mind. They're trying to project it on you and then have you, you know, try to overcome their BS or something like that, or their hardships. I just don't see something happening here. You're just too strong here. Your truth is just too fucking strong, whatever that truth is. That may even be what the energy is, but you know, you're quiet, so maybe people don't think that you're as strong as you are here, but that's what's coming out. What is the Emperor here? I'm gonna see what the Emperor and the Fool is. I guess people have underestimated you here. Maybe you even underestimated yourself. The Emperor is giving Tower, so you're avoiding towers here. You are avoiding unnecessary towers when it comes to people, connections. You have the Two of Cups coming out. What is the Fool? The Fool is giving Five of Wands. I'm not surprised. I just said the Fool is always on a journey and it's new. So there's always going to be trial and error. So we do have combative energy, Five of Wands, drama, competition, arguing, fighting, violence, tension, even ego. Wherever there is strife, there's pride. So, you know, this is something that you had to learn or you had to go through here as well. But this was the fight. Your fight was something emotional. Or it could even just be something that you may be holding on to. Queen of Cups energy, Cancerian energy is always about the past. So you may have been holding on to something that was preventing you from bossing up or getting a situation possibly. We have the Four of Swords. So I'm going to see you guys in the extended. Yeah, we have the Eight of Wands here reversed as well. So something was definitely holding you back here. Four of Cups. I'm sorry, Four of Swords. And we also have the Four of Cups coming out and the Three of Swords. A lot of trial and error. We have the Emperor coming out reversed here as well with this Three of Swords. And we have the Four of Wands reversed. To me, this is like a kingdom. to me. And then here's the Three of Wands reversed again. To me, this is just indicating that you've allowed people into your kingdom, into your space. It's like giving me bad judgment. And again, it is trial and error. So this is something that you had to learn here. You were definitely fighting for your peace, or you weren't really doing too much of anything here, but you weren't getting anywhere with the Eight of Wands. You're dissatisfied with the the Four of Cups. Hurt, holding on to that, feeling like you were powerless with the Emperor in the reverse, making bad judgment calls, or, you know, upset because you're not able to build some type of kingdom or foundation for yourself here, or establish yourself in some manner. And it's looking like it's due to emotions. I'm also getting the King of Cups right here as well, but I'll see you in the extended.